bangon o maayong adlaw sa tanan. Welcome sa Mount Apo State Divine Government Multimedia Station. Salamat sa authority ni Tribal King nga karong orasa makahatag kami og report mahitungod sa pagbisita ni Chaplain Major Tribal King Datu Lito Monreal Sr. dito sa SLT or the School of Living Tradition. The visitation of Chaplain Major Tribal King Datu Lito Monreal Sr. together tribal leaders to Matanong Ernido Ayok in the School of Living Tradition or SLT site located at Cultural Village, Barangay Tibolo, Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur, dated March 7, 2023. The following personalities are present on said visitation: Chaplain Major Tribal King Datu Lito Monreal Sr., DAS Chairman, Integrated Learning Site on Agriculture, Cultural, Holistic Herbal Healing Center, or ILSA, DAS CHHC Incorporated, Saida Iwong, Advocates Partner, different tribal leaders and members from Region 11, committees and staff of ILSA, CHHC Incorporated, Julius Panner, Local Coordinator, SLT Program, Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur, Matanong Ernido Ayok, Tribal Chieftain, Barangay Tibolo, Santa Cruz, Dato Laurel Ayok, IPMR, Tribal Council, Barangay Tibolo, Santa Cruz, by Delma Ribal, Tribal Council. The purpose is to better understand the program of the National Commission on Culture and Arts or NCCA called the Schools of Living Traditions or SLT. The Tribal King fundamental principles is to preserve the indigenous knowledge system and practices or IKSP or traditional knowledge, the built-in law of creation of God. A sense of management in taking care our intellectual property of culture to be passed down to the youths or the next generation. Due to the fact that the Integrated Learning Site on Agriculture, thus Cultural Holistic Herbal Healing Center, or ILSA, the CHHC Incorporated, administered and governed by a principles of a self-governance in line with all the rights and privileges as native people in the entire islands of the Philippine Republic. Our school established to preserve perennial herbal plants, trees that involve medicinal use, maintain nature balance by applying traditional principles, spiritual on the laws on nature, to be able to understand the deep creation and laws on ecosystem biodiversity. The manner of the leadership, spiritual governance, that information well disseminated to the ground leaders in the municipality of Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur. Our officers and members of the divine government, our members in the said area immediately had a preparation to organize everything at the site of SLT or School on Living Tradition. Together with one of the tourism office staff under Sir Julius Panner, local coordinator of the Schools of Living Tradition or SLT program of the National Commission on Culture and Arts or NCCA, which is based on Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur, that he sent as a guide the group of ILSA, the CHHAC, traveled and arrived at the village at around 10:20 a.m. in the morning. During the arrival of the group to the village there, they have really interacted with Matanong Ernido Ayok, which is not only the administrator of the SLT site, but also the tribal chieftain of the whole Barangay Tibolo, Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur. The meeting started with a panuvad-tuvad or tribal prayer by IPMR Datu Laurel Ayok, and next is the self-introduction of all the attendees of the meeting. After that is the welcome message of Matanong Ayok to their fellow tribal brothers and sisters that came from Region 11 and Region 12. And he also gave a little overview of the village and the program of the NCCA, which is called the Schools of Living Traditions, or SLT. Also giving a small background is Ma'am Saida Iwang, advocate's partner regarding the development plans not only on the areas of the ILSA, the CHHHC, but also the whole tribes of the island of Mindanao. Next, Chaplain Major Tribal King Datu Lito Monreal Sr. gave a message regarding the present situation of the tribes, principle on the rise up of the tribes, the importance of the tribal culture, and all steps that these indigenous knowledge systems and practices, or IKSP, or traditional knowledge, be preserved, because these are all wealth of the tribes way back from our Apo, our ancestors. With that, Matanong Ayok accepted all the concerns of the group and agreed for the plan that was discussed. The next schooling to be organized by the SLT program, they are willing to accept students from the group of ILSA, the CHHHC, to learn on the various courses offered by the SLT. The first one is the weaving traditional course. Second, swing traditional course. Third, beads making. Fourth, tribal music instrument agong mastering. Fifth, tribal dance dancers training. Sixth, specialized language Bagobo Tagabawa tribe. As per agreed by the team, with the guidance of Matanong Ayok, he toured the group to the areas, buildings, and workshops site. After that, the group came back on the main hall to have a lunch. After lunch is the pictorials. Lastly is the closing prayer, and at around 1:40 p.m. in the afternoon, the visitation or activity was formally adjourned. By the authority of the Chaplain Major Tribal King Datu Lito Monreal Sr., Bachelor of Theology, Clinical Pastoral Education, Master in Social Science, Doctor of Philosophy, ordained chaplain, and ordained minister of the gospel from the office of the Secretariat. For more information, please follow and like our official Facebook account at Mount Apo State Divine Government.